All right, as we have been showing you, these liberal-run cities all across the country are in crisis, and probably none as bad as Los Angeles, where we sent our own Lawrence Jones, and he literally chronicles tonight some of the worst homelessness and worst conditions in the country. And by the way, Angelenos, Los Angeles people, they're not happy, and I don't blame them. Take a look at this disaster.
Would it be fair to say that LA has a homeless problem?
Probably the worst in the country.
What makes you say that?
Look around, man. It's terrible. They're everywhere. And it's like no one's really doing anything about it. No one cares.
What do you see?
A lot of mental health issues, a lot of dirty areas around the city.
Just 2 blocks east of here, you have a whole probably 30,000 people that live outside, just in this small area of Skid Row.
I see people suffering out here, you know what I mean? I don't see them get a whole lot of help. I think the mayor makes a lot of promises that I haven't seen him do a whole lot.
You could just walk down any block in downtown LA. You could smell it. I mean, the smell is lingering all through the streets. Not just with that, it comes with crime. You see the drugs that are involved as well.
I see with my own eyes is occasional cosmetic efforts to move homeless people out of sight. It's a city of LA issue. I don't think that it's necessarily the homeless individuals who are the problem. It's the city of LA and the sanitation.
It's a problem that you've let fester literally for years, and now it's, full-blown pandemics in like certain, homeless slums.
It seems like it's getting worse.
No, it definitely is getting worse. I don't think Garcetti's doing his job as the mayor of the city of Los Angeles. I definitely don't.
All right, here with reaction, Fox News contributor Emily Compagno and Fox News contributor, former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee. Governor, they have a 13.5% state income tax in California. They're the highest tax state, along with New York, in the country. They have the worst problem. We showed you San Francisco. We showed you L.A. How is it possible all these other states that don't tax anywhere near this level don't see these problems?
Well, because liberals think money is the answer to solve a lot of social problems. The truth is we have really an industry of poverty in this country. Most people don't realize it, but the average poverty program spends about $18,000+ per person. For a family of 4, that's over $73,000. Yet the homeless population in LA alone is up 16% from last year, 75% over the past 6 years. And it's not for a lack of money. They've just voted to spend $4.5 billion to build houses for homeless people. But Sean, the money's not going to the people. This is a tragic human situation, and I feel terribly for those people who are living in tents and defecating on the streets. But the fact is that a lot of this money is going to people who are making a good living off the poverty of other people. And that's how liberalism works. It's all about making themselves feel better, but they're not really solving the problems because they're not meeting the basic needs of the people who are hurting the most.
Emily, your thoughts?
The governor is absolutely correct. So Los Angeles just recently passed one of its largest budgets, right? $430 million, most of it over long-term debt. We have San Francisco coming to a $1.2 billion budget to combat homelessness, its largest in city history. Seattle spends $1 billion per year, which is $100,000 per homeless person. To what end? There's absolutely no reduction because that expenditure is simply on these short-term solutions. They're triaging the problem rather than actually tackling it. And the paralysis that these cities are undergoing is because of the competing, compassionate, far-left approaches, which obviously don't work to the citizens' detriment.
Governor, I look at this and I look at, here is Nancy Pelosi gated community. Here is in between needles, feces, disaster, and a mile in the other direction, her office. Wow. Why doesn't she raise money?
Well, because she's raising money, lots of it, but it's for the re-election of Democrats and more liberals to be in Congress so they can even put more money on these things. It's an absolute disgrace. The situation there looks worse than it would in communities in Afghanistan, and it's the result of when far-left people control the government. This is what we can expect. It's a disaster.
Human tragedy could be solved. Thank you both. When we come back.